This is a day in the life of Dennis Terrell. We're going to talk about something real serious today. We're going to talk about what are you doing to protect yourself from this virus. I'm going to be honest with you. When this first started, I was one of them guys. I didn't want to wear a mask, because it's uncomfortable. I just didn't want to wear one. But at the same time, I wasn't going to invade people's space, or was it going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to be sick? Basically, I just went to the store and came home. I have been in the house now almost close to 5 months. I have not really been anywhere. I've been safe. Since this virus has hit, I know 30 people that has died from this virus that I knew personally. One of friends of mine that I grew up with, he just died a couple of days ago from this virus. So it's serious. You know, you should not be letting new people in your house. You should not be going around new people. You should be playing it safe. Now is not the time to be experimenting. Now they got a new strand of the virus. They was talking about that in Britain. So we have to be careful. We have to be mindful. People are dying from this left and right. So you want to take care of yourself. You should always wash your hands. That's just how it is. I mean, you should be clean anyway. Even if it wasn't a virus going around, you should take showers. You should wash your hands. You should be doing your due diligence to be a clean person. That's just how it is. But at the same time, now that it's so dangerous and this is an airborne disease, you have to be mindful. You have to be careful. It's been people with masks on. They caught the disease. So that's something to know. Then you don't know where it's coming from. You can be getting packages. Like you get Amazon packages or eBay packages. You can get the virus from that. Even if you go out and eat, if somebody has the virus and they playing with your food or working on your food, serving you, you can get your virus from that way. If you go into the gym, you can get the virus from that way. So you want to be careful, you want to be mindful, you want to be safe. You do not want to be around crowds of people. You just don't. I'm telling all my family members, look, stay at home. I'll see you when this is over with. I would love to go see my parents, but they live in Arizona. I can't go down there right now. It's too dangerous. So this is serious. You should think about it's your life. You can be here today and gone tomorrow with this. So you want to be mindful. You want to be careful. Now I'm wearing a mask. When I go places, I'm wearing a mask. I have my mask with me at all times now. It's that serious. So I'm just warning you. I'm telling you. You want to be mindful. You want to be careful. Make sure you're not spreading anything to nobody else. And when you care about your family members, stay away from them. You're going to have to now because what's going on is really, really serious now. Very serious. And then if you have loved ones you care about, your actions affects everybody else. So if you go to parties or you go to places where you can get the virus, it affects everybody else. It affects people around you. Children. If you playing with people and you realize they got the virus, you can affect your whole family, especially little kids. Little kids can be carriers. They bring it home, next thing you know, your whole house is infected because who they played with. So you want to be mindful of that. Be careful. Be mindful. Watch who you are around. Now it's not the time to be shaking hands. Now it's not the time to be mean new people. You want to really be on guard and be careful. Now I'm not taking no chances. I can't. I can't take any chances. I'm diabetic. I got high blood pressure. So I really have to be careful. So what I'm doing, like I still exercise, but I walk 5, 6 miles. I got weights coming to my house so I can exercise at home. I'm not going to a gym to exercise. It's too dangerous. And I used to live in the gym, love the gym. I can't do it now. Too much of a risk. Be mindful where you eating out. Be mindful where you getting food from. Be careful. You want to be a cook. That's all I can tell you. Learn how to, if you don't know how to cook, you better learn how to cook now. Because right now, it is dangerous times. We living in very serious times. And this is just the beginning. We're not even in the middle of it yet. This is just the beginning of everything. So we haven't even seen it to get bad yet. That's what I'm warning you to tell you about. So you need to be prepared. You need to make sure you're doing everything you can so you won't get sick. Because this virus is not something that you want. You don't want it. I know I don't want it. So I know I'm doing everything I can to be mindful, to be careful, make sure I'm not around everybody, make sure even if by chance I do get sick, I'm going to be honest. Look, man, I'm sick. You don't want to be around me right now. I'm not taking no chances. My job is not to kill nobody, you know. And don't lie to yourself. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. If you know you've been affected with somebody or been in contact with somebody with a virus, tell people, warn them so you won't be carrying it to somebody else and they don't know about it, so they carrying it to their family or they carrying it to other people. You want to be careful. Be careful, be mindful, and you got to watch where you go. I know it might be boring at home and you want to get out the house, but now it's a risk getting out the house. I'm just telling you how it is. It's a risk. I'm not saying don't go nowhere, but be selective where you go. That's what I'm telling you. You want to be selective where you go. Now it's not the time to be eating all you can eat places. Now it's not the time to be sitting down eating at places. All the things that we used to be able to do, we cannot do now. I love going to the movies. Can't go to the movies now. Too much of a risk. Love going to the gym. Can't go to the gym now. Too much of a risk. I have to be careful now. I can't just be around anybody. I don't know where they've been. I don't know where this person has been, so now it's putting my life at risk. So I can't just be around anybody. I have to be careful. I have to be mindful. Your best bet is, if you get a chance, get one of them temperature things so you can take your friend's temperature before they come in your house. I got one now. You know, I just hit their forehead, take their temperature before I even let them in the house if they have to come in. I had a job interview and I said, not trying to be funny, but I got to take your temperature first. He used the temperature gauge, hit his forehead, make sure that he was okay, and then we had the interview. I can't risk it now. You know, you want to invest in being safe. That's what you want to invest in. You want to invest in being safe. Now is not the time to be playing games with your life. This is serious. Very, very serious. You know, people can look at me like, oh man, he taking this too serious. My life is serious. Very serious. You should take your life very serious. Because you could be here today and gone tomorrow. That's how serious this is. So you want to be mindful and you want to be careful and you want to make sure you're watching what you do. You don't want to be out there just going everywhere trying to be free-spirited, thinking everything's okay, then next thing you know, you sick. That's how easily it can happen. So you want to monitor where you're going, you want to monitor who's in your house, and you just want to be safe. Washing your hands is always good, but being cleanly as disinfectant is always good. But with an airborne disease, it's not really much you can do when it's airborne. Once it gets in you, that's it. You know, some people has recovered, but a lot of people have died from this. It's that serious. So you want to be mindful, you want to be careful, you want to be on watch. Make sure you're doing everything you can to survive. You know, if people is going shopping, a whole bunch of people is going shopping at 12, 1 o'clock, I mean, you need to get up early. Maybe you have to go to shopping at 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe 7 o'clock in the morning. But you want to be out there early so you can beat the crowds. You don't need to be in crowds right now. Now it's not the time for that. Now it's not the time to be seen. Now it's the time to be at your house, safe. That's the time what it is. It's to be safe. Rather be safe than sorry. You got to be careful. This is very serious. Young people, if you don't know, this is very serious. Make sure you're doing everything you can to stay in the house. Now it's not the time to be hanging out now, because you could be walking around people and they sick and they don't even know they sick. So now they give it to you, and next thing you know, you could be out of here. It's getting a lot of young people. Older people have to be careful too, but a lot of young people is dying from this too. So you want to be mindful, you want to be careful. Day in the life of Dennis Terrell. Be safe.